Alright, so we have Sir Marco Solomon, again, the head trainer of Cherry Mobile. And this time he's gonna show us the surprise of Cherry Mobile kanina.
Yeah,
This is
not everyone is expecting for this phone.
yes sir, because you went here expecting Cherry Mobile Omega HD eh. But bigla niyong pinakita to sa amin. This is actually the first quad-core smartphone of Cherry Mobile running Android Jelly Bean, and it's called Cherry Mobile Flame 2.0.
Alright.
Sige, Sir Marco,
Okay.
tell us more about
Sure.
this great phone.
So just like what you said, not everyone here expected for this phone today. So let me give you a brief rundown of the Flame 2.0. So let me try to flip it so you can see the print at the back. Alright.
Whopping eh, no, sir?
Yeah, so as you can see here, it has like a metallic gloss black finish. So there. So Flame 2.0, what makes it different from the first version, the first Flame? First of all, this one runs on quad-core, 1.2 gigahertz Snapdragon S4 processor.
And kanina sir, a representative from Snapdragon told us about that processor. Ano ba yung mga special things about that processor, sir?
Well, for one, for this phone, this is the very first Qualcomm Snapdragon quad-core being sold in the Philippines at this price point.
At this price point.
So if you guys are pretty familiar with the Cherry Mobile Flare and the first generation Flame, this is the quad-core version of that chipset. So this is running on MSM 8225Q. So this is an A5 processor. Alright. So per core we have 1.2 gigahertz of CPU speed. So from casual smartphone users to, I would say, gamers, this should pretty suit their needs for a phone. Alright. So as you can see here, this is a pretty thin phone.
Yes.
So the profile is, I would say, better to the first Flame. Right. You can see also up front that it has the same 4.5-inch display. All right.
But this one has higher resolution.
Exactly. Yeah. This one has quarter HD or QHD resolution. It actually has the same resolution as with the first Flame. Right. But what makes this different with the first one is, aside from the quad-core processor, this one runs on 1 gigabyte of RAM. All right. So as what we know, most Filipinos prefer to have at least 1 gig of RAM for their
because the first one, the first Flame, only had 512.
Exactly. All right. Now, if you look into the UI or user interface, this is pretty much the same with the first Flame, except that here you can see you don't really see a black background. All right. So we're using the stock launcher here. So as you can see, the response is pretty good. It runs on Jelly Bean 4.1. All right. So you expect the buttery smooth experience of this phone.
So obviously, sir, the highlight of this one would be the innards, eh, di ba?
Yes.
The quad-core processor, and you also have the bump, the 1 gigabyte of RAM. But I think yung pinaka interesting about this is the price tag.
Oh yeah.
For a quad-core Android smartphone.
Exactly.
Can you tell us?
Sure, not a
Kung
problem.
ano ba, magkano ba to, sir?
Sure.
Baka ma-shock sila pag narinig nila.
Yeah, just like with what happened with Flare, I guess you guys still can remember. Flare is way competitively priced compared to its like rivals. Okay, so you can have this quad-core, the very first quad-core smartphone from Cherry Mobile with 1 gig of RAM for just 6,999. So
presyong single core pa lang yun na iba, sir.
Exactly. So I guess this is pretty much consistent with our mission to bring the smartphone experience to every Filipino. All right. So
regardless of siguro their budget, sir.
Exactly. Kasi you really can get a quad-core device at less than 10,000 pesos, right? So good news for those people who are looking for a budget smartphone, but in terms of its features, definitely this is not, you can have the best specs at this best price point.
Alright.
So there you go. So
and that's what we love about Cherry Mobile. Sir.
Yeah.
Alright, sige. Maraming salamat po, Sir Marco. That's Cherry Mobile Flame 2.0. Thumbs up! Alright, so Sir Marco, I heard merong special feature yung camera nitong Cherry Mobile Flame 2.0. Of course, diba, again, the main selling points of this phone. Of course, you have the quad-core processor, 1 GB of RAM, the Jelly Bean operating system. Pero sabi mo, sir, merong magandang feature yung camera nito eh.
Yes. So yeah, it comes with the typical 5 megapixel cam for the rear and VGA up front. But one thing that separates this phone from the other 5 megapixel shooter is the picture-in-picture function. Alright, so let me try
to... sir? Picture? Parang narinig ko na yan eh.
Kasi typically nakikita lang natin to with HD TV, di ba? So there is an inset on your screen wherein you can see the front camera working hand in hand with the rear. So let me try to showcase that. So let me try to show. So as you can see here,
so that's the rear camera.
So this is the rear camera.
The main camera.
Yeah. So we're trying to capture this box. Now let me try to activate it. So let me try to just tap on this icon over here. Alright, so as you can see here, we've got an inset on the upper left. So you can actually see Sir Mark, there we go, doing a thumbs up. So you can see both the rear camera and the front camera working together. So this is a pretty cool feature. So you don't really see this feature on most phones. So this is a first for Cherry Mobile, right? And it is not just about, let me try to capture it. So this is a still photo. Alright, so as you can see, I was able to capture both the things up front and at the back. Alright, and aside from the picture...
And you can... This works for the still camera, di ba,
yes.
sir? But can you also use it for the video recorder?
Yeah, that is what I'm about to say. So if you look into this, so let me try to shift to... Okay, 1 second. So let me try to change the setting to video. Alright, so for picture-in-picture function for video, it also works that way. So let me tap the icon. So you can see that we could record the video, so both the front camera and the rear camera can handle recording. Alright, so again, you don't see this feature on most phones these days. So this is something that we're very proud of in Cherry Mobile. So your Flame 2.0 can handle picture-in-picture and video-in-video recording.
That's great. Siguro useful to, sir, if you're trying to narrate something to your viewer, ano, na parang that you also want to show your face to the viewer while you're talking about something in front of the camera.
It's true. Yeah.
Useful siya for vloggers kasi syempre when we unbox, diba, you also want to show your face.
You know, it's not just the box that the people can watch, right? It's even the face of the vlogger there. So yeah, let me try to showcase. So this is the... Oh, sorry. Let me put this way. So you can see that, so you got the inset over here. So this is the front camera working, and you've got the back camera working as well. So pretty cool feature, I'd say.
So this works for kahit nasa HD resolution yung video natin?
That is true, yeah. Let me just note though, that for the still photos, since the maximum resolution of this camera is up to 5 megapixel, you can record it at the maximum of 3 megapixel at 16:9 orientation.
Alright, that's good enough.
Yeah, I guess so.
Alright, so magandang camera features, especially for vloggers and for those who love sharing videos with their family and friends. Diba? Alright, thank you so much, Sir Marco. Again, that's Cherry Mobile Flame 2.0. Thumbs up.